Hi everybody, we're back for the new moon reading in November, and the new moon is in Scorpio. It's actually today. I'm late getting this up. It'll be up this afternoon, early evening. I trust. It's been a little bit hectic for me. So the new moon in Scorpio. It's opposite Uranus. So the theme is struggle for independence, exploring our unique selves and expressing that. So there's a potential for disorder because it also brings unexpected and sudden changes. So, like, we haven't had enough of that over the last couple of years, right? But unexpected and sudden changes can be good. They can be good. So yeah, step outside of your comfort zone, because our comfort zone kind of holds us back. Step outside of your comfort zone and express yourself. Think clearly before wording whatever you say, because there could be a little bit of trouble with communication, right? Really try to speak clearly and try to understand other people that you're speaking with clearly. There's a lot going on with this new moon, and of course, there's always a lot going on with the moons, it seems, these last couple of years. But there's always potential for us to take that negative stuff that sounds negative, that isn't really negative. I mean, sudden and unexpected changes sound scary, right? But sudden and unexpected changes can be really, really good. And stepping outside of our comfort zone might sound scary, but it's where we grow. So yeah, express yourself, be true to yourself. Embrace your own individual uniqueness. You know, instead of struggling for your independence, let's embrace it and consider that not a struggle, but a piece of oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how to word that so that it would sound more positive, because the negative speech gets in the way of things, and that's where the trouble comes in, right? So if we can create positive speech, kind of rewire our brain, embrace our independence with joy. Let's not struggle for our independence. Let's embrace our independence with joy and embrace our unique selves and explore who that might be. Because a lot of people might not really know, might not know all of who we are. I think we learn that every day, a little more and a little more. And just embrace it all with joy. And roll with the flow when something suddenly happens. If at first we think it's negative, let's try to rethink it and look for the positive in it. Also, you know, this is a good time for courage and strength. And it takes courage to be uniquely ourselves, because a lot of times people are afraid of how the world perceives them. So it really is courageous to step into your independent self unapologetically, express your uniqueness, joyfully embrace your independence and who you are as a sovereign being, and move forward from there. So let's see what the cards want to give us for advice with this Scorpio new moon. Let's take a peek. We haven't done this for a little bit, I don't think. Let's take a peek at where we are emotionally right now and where we're going emotionally. So that's the first thing that we'll do, because I think we did that a couple readings back, but it's been a little while. So let's take a peek at where we are right now emotionally and where we're going emotionally. Well, that's interesting. So right now where we're at is a little bit of chaos. So we're feeling a little chaotic, but rather than focusing on all of this chaos, maybe let's take and look around us a little bit to see whatever it is that is blooming in our life, because there's something that we're not seeing. We're too caught up in the chaos, okay? And we're getting the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands can manifest her desires and her dreams. She's really good that way. So we're being asked, you know, emotionally to step out of that chaos and look at what is positive in our lives, and then manifest what it is that we want, manifest our dreams and our hopes and our desires, and, you know, create something positive and uplifting for ourselves. And then, of course, yeah, let's not worry about what people around us think, okay? Let's not look for approval, but let's just be our own independent, sovereign beings. So that's right now, we're in the chaos, and we're being asked to look about and see what's positive in our life, manifest our desires, and not worry about what people think of us, but you know, really step into ourselves. Don't worry about what people are thinking. Let's be our true, authentic selves. We don't need anybody's approval. We don't need anyone's approval. All right, so now let's see where we're headed here. All right, so we're being asked to look at what's positive, manifest our dreams, and not worry too much about other people's approval. And then where we're heading, we've got the Devil card, and then we've got the Eight of Cups, and then we have the King of Swords. So I did say that the Scorpio moon could be a little difficult with potential disorder and unexpected changes and whatnot. And that may not feel good to us. We may feel as though we're being deceived. Deception, because the devil is very deceiving, right? He comes in and he says, look at all that I can give you, but it comes with a price. You know, he makes it look glamorous and acts like it won't cost much. Nothing but your soul, right? So we may feel as though we've been deceived. We may not want to be looking at those things. And we may feel as though there's a little bit of control over us, that we're having, like, we're being controlled. So that makes sense with the way things have been going this last year. It's a chaotic year. That makes sense. And with the November moon being like unexpected sudden changes, potential for disorder, and you know how it encourages courage and strength. So one of the things that is happening with this new moon is that things will come up and be uncovered. I don't think I covered that in the beginning, but there will be things coming up and being uncovered. So whatever it is that we find in our lives or outside of our lives, or however that plays out for each one of us independently, rather than not looking, we should look. You know, we should look. Embrace our feelings, look, open our minds, feel, and move through that. And because that looks a little like uncomfortable, I'm just going to read off of that just a little bit more, okay? So we're going to go off the devil. All right. So it's just going to feel really, we're going to have a little bit of feeling of, it's not going to feel the greatest for a minute. But then above that, as we delve a little deeper, it says, you know, nurture yourself, lots of nurture. There's healing in that. There's healing in that for you and for everything around you with the nurturing card. and that we have people behind us. We do have a community. We have communities, people that are there. We may not be thinking of them right off the bat, but they're there. They're a little bit hidden. Reach out to people. And then the magician can do anything it wants, right? The magician has every ability to do whatever they want. So remember that we have those skills and we can do what it is that we need to do for ourselves to make ourselves feel better. So lots of self-nurture, use our tools, reach out to the people that we do have in our lives, even though maybe we haven't seen them for a while. And give ourselves lots of nurture. It's all going to be okay. It's just, it's just the new moon. It's the new moon in Scorpio. And we'll move through that. It's the beginning of a cycle. So, yeah, let's look around us and see what's blooming. Remember that we can manifest our dreams. We don't need anybody else's approval. If anything comes up that we're feeling deceived, or we felt like we've been tricked, misused, whatever, if anything comes up from the surface, rather than not looking at it, let's look at it. Let's look at it, feel it, really, really feel it, and look at it. Open our minds, learn from it. Right? Remember that we are joyfully embracing our independence, so let's not feel as though we're being overpowered. Right? Let's joyfully embrace our independence. Nurture ourselves. There's a lot of healing in that. Reach out to the people close to you, even if you haven't seen them for a while. Reach out to people. And remember, we've got what it takes. So that's just an overall kind of, excuse me, how we're feeling emotionally, where we're going emotionally with this moon, and those things that we can do to kind of help ourselves through it, right? So now, that's our emotional overview. Let's see what else the cards want to tell us about this new moon energy. I was thinking if it's a time to express our independence, is there anything that we're working on or dreaming of that we can really put ourselves into in a new and unique way? To kind of move forward with that journey in a new and unique way that will help it to move forward and thrive. Lots of things to think about there with whatever it is that we're wanting, doing, feeling, manifesting, putting our uniqueness into what it is that we're manifesting instead of kind of doing what everybody else does or following people, or find our own unique way to do our healing, to do our manifesting, to do our spiritual work, to create something beautiful, to even if it's just decorating our house or really expressing our uniqueness and our independence joyfully. All right, let's see. What do the cards want to say? Any further advice for this new moon? Oh. Well, interesting. Okay, so the cards are saying we have an Ace of Swords as us. So Swords are moved by air, right? Their thoughts, words, intentions, ego, technology, and creativity. And we have an ace, so something brand new, starting something brand new. So that's us. So maybe a nice shift, right? Nice shift in attitude, in emotion, in, hopefully that's a really nice shift for us all, because it's been sort of a downtrodden couple of years. It's been quite a roller coaster, hasn't it? Up and down, up and down. So hopefully this is a nice shift. We're coming into a 6th year. Let's start seeing that energy sort of fill us up, right? So that's us. Our advice is to take care of things, take care of our finances, take care of our needs. There's some things that need mending, so let's do that. In between us and the advice, we have the Page of Pentacles, right? So we're being asked to look around at our tools. We have the ability to square things up and mend things. So we're being asked to look about and really take care of our tools, use our tools in getting things in order, okay? This reading is being driven by the Fool. So we're being told, don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. We could be. So the Fool can either have like lots of faith and use that to his best ability, or he can have like zero discernment and make really poor decisions. So this can go either way for any of us, depending on how we use our tools and how we take this advice, okay? So let's use it to the positive and have a lot of faith and move forward knowing that we've got this, okay? So above the Ace of Swords, we have a finishing card. So we've got the 10 of Swords above the Ace of Swords. So something's coming to pass, something's coming to end, which is why we've got the Ace, because we're finishing one cycle and we're beginning a new one, right? And then above our tools that we have, that we need to look about and use, tools only work if we use them. We have the two of Swords. Lots of swords in this reading. So the 2 of Swords. So let's balance things out. Let's not struggle fighting amongst our inner struggle. Let's balance things out and use our tools. And then, again, we're going to mend things up. So, we're coming into winter. In some places that mean, in some places where it's cold, that means something different than where it's warm. But we're going to want to get things ready, prepare, mend, right? Mend. See how there's some wounds in that tree? It's bleeding. And she's out there tending to it. She's fixing it. So we're going to want to prepare, get our houses in order, get things that we need, take care of our money, take care of our assets, take care of ourselves, because we're one of our assets, right? We're our own best asset. So we're going to want to mend things, take care of things. It's time to really start looking and taking care of things and using our tools to do that. Because we've been a little, we haven't been paying attention. So things are in need of some mending. So we've kind of known, we've been hearing that we needed to take care of things, but we haven't been doing it. So it's time. It's time. All right. Interesting. Okay, so as we start something new, as we're starting something new, 3 cards there. As we're starting this something new, we're being asked to follow our intuition, our clear knowing, our clarity, the information that comes from the universe, you know. So follow our intuition with the brand new journey. We're going to be harvesting a couple of things, not a whole lot, because it's a 2, but it's the beginning of harvesting something, and we're getting some justice. So justice is coming. We'll be getting some justice. And with that justice, we get another ace. So we'll be getting some justice, and with that justice, we get to start something really nurturing. Really, really, really nurturing. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. All right, so we're starting something brand new. We follow our intuition. We'll be getting a small harvest. We'll be seeing some justice, which will be able to start us on something brand new. And very nurturing. I mean, that's a very nurturing card, right? So that's on our new journey. I think the rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. We've been kind of knowing that we should be taking care of some things, but we've had this inner struggle and we haven't really been doing that. So it's time for us to use our tools. It's time for us to do some mending, get our houses in order. You know, no more not paying attention. We've been knowing, we've been hearing, and we've been disregarding. But yeah, something is ending. We're coming to an ending of a cycle, and we're starting something brand new. And it's looking like it's pretty good, the brand new something. So stay in touch with your intuition so that you can follow your synchronicities, right? We want to be able to follow our synchronicities. But yeah, follow those synchronicities, follow that intuition, trust your feelings. We'll have some sort of small harvest, a little bit of justice coming, so we can start something brand new that's very kind of nourishing. You know, and a small harvest is like little wins, you know, whatever it is in our lives that we're looking for right now to be some sort of a win. We're going to have a couple little wins, something that feels good. And we need that, don't we? We need something that feels good because it's been a chaotic year. Last year, people suffered with a lot of loneliness because we were learning how to get comfortable with our own company, and a lot of balance. There was the lockdowns and the restrictions and all of these things, and people were feeling really lonely. And then this year, people have been feeling very oppressed. There's been a lot of fear throughout the last 2 years, fear running rampant. Fear doesn't serve us. It doesn't. So there's been just a lot of stuff. There have been blessings all through there too. If we've looked, there have been blessings. There have been blessings. Like in 2020, some people realized that they weren't happy doing what they were doing, and they shifted gears completely. And I think that might be happening with people this year. They're being forced out of positions. But maybe they'll find something where they're more appreciated, where they're happier. I don't know, we just have to look for the positive in things. Because if we get caught up on all of the things that don't feel good, and a lot of things don't feel good, then, our mental health really deteriorates, and our emotional health really deteriorates, and our physical health can really deteriorate. And then and our spiritual health, and then we're not able to make really solid decisions in our lives, and we're not able to think clearly or to tap into our guidance or follow our synchronicities, and it can be quite a trap. So, and it's really hard sometimes to try to balance that if things aren't feeling good. It can be work. It can be work to balance it, to maintain that state of positivity. But it's so important. It's important to validate your feelings. and validate anything that you're feeling sorrowful about. Validation, nurture self-care. But it's also very important for us to find that balance and look for blessings and try to see how this is going to move us forward in a better way, or how this might be serving us. Because if we don't do that balance and act, we can become very, very unhealthy. And then we're not able to see clearly those things that can actually help us to excel forward. All right, so I think I'm done with these cards. Let's pull us a positive affirmation from our Dolphin Mermaid deck. Let's pull us 3 positive affirmations from the Dolphin Mermaid deck. We have time. We have enough time for 3. So I hope everybody enjoys the new moon energy. Hope everyone's able to use that energy. It's going to be a bit chaotic. It might feel a bit chaotic, but hopefully we can harness that energy and use it to the positive. That's always the goal, right? Trying to stay as healthy as we can by understanding the energies that we're working with and understanding, what we can do when we find ourselves in the midst of the things that feel chaotic around those particular energies, and how we can harness them to the positive to pull us out of that. So let's see what the Dolphin Mermaid deck wants to say to us for positive affirmations. Stay optimistic, make a wish, and break free. So stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. We keep getting that, and boy, am I ready for, I'm ready. I am so ready. I know in the spirit world, time, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist the way it does for us. So a couple of years can feel like a long time, but in the larger scheme of things, it's really not. So this one is asking us to stay optimistic, and I like that because I've been hearing from a lot of people that all of a sudden they're just kind of feeling low, where they had been optimistic and stuff, and now they're just kind of feeling low. So stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. And then we have make a wish. This is a magical moment, so make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Make a wish. Manifest. And we got the Queen of Wands earlier. So yeah, make that wish, manifest our dreams. And then break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So do something different, which kind of goes with joyfully embracing our independence, right? And expressing our unique selves. So again, I hope that you guys all enjoyed this reading. Stay optimistic, make a wish, and break free. Manifest our dreams. And I'm just going to reiterate this again. Think about our words and how we're expressing ourselves. Really think about how we're expressing ourselves. And, make sure that when we're communicating, that we're understanding how the person we're communicating with we're understanding what they're really saying. So clarity in conversation so that we don't get arguments happening for no reason, because that could happen around this new moon, okay? So embrace your independence joyfully rather than struggling with it, and embrace the unexpected and sudden changes. Let's if any of them occur in your life, and look for the positive. Hopefully they'll all feel positive anyways, but that can create disorder sometimes when things are unexpected. So, all right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. Blessings from me to you. Enjoy the new moon energy, the beginning of a cycle. So really think about what it is that you want to manifest. And then after this new moon, start putting it into being. All right, until next time, you guys, take care.